How many people have you signed up since we launched the marketing campaign?
25, 26.
The last 2 months, you've gone to how many members?
With the onboarding, 66.
Awesome. What was the roadblock and what was the thing stopping you getting to 70 members, and how has Gym Grow helped that?
So
Yeah, how are things today?
busy.
Yeah, I know you smashed it on your first ad campaign, right?
It took me by surprise, actually.
How many people have you signed up since we launched the marketing campaign?
25, 26.
Which is crazy.
And you have to think, like, I think I had 42 kids. So it's like 50% of what we had.
Yes, you've increased your studio's capacity. Well, not
By
capacity,
50%.
yeah. You've
Yeah.
literally added 50% of your membership.
Yeah, if they all stay, it'll be insane. It'll be so good.
But so for people that don't understand, what is the system that we've used to get so many people started at your dance studio?
Well, it made me laugh because I remember Michael saying, you need to meet potential students and their families at the studio. You need to go down and show them round in person.
What were you doing before?
Free trials. So literally someone would say, oh, I'm really interested in your dance class. And I'd go, oh yeah, come along to class tonight. See if you like it. If you like it, that's it. Sign up. If you don't, then don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like that was my approach, which now in hindsight is absolutely dreadful. But
no system, no way to onboard members. Just like, yeah, maybe we'll get some people signed up.
Yeah, you might like it, you might not. I were explaining to Michael, like, what before the process started, what we do, the standard of what we do, how we're so different to everyone else around us. And as soon as I sent him the pictures of the space, it was like, no, you need to meet them there. And within like 2 days, I think I had 18 people booked to come and have a look at the studio. And I was like, but why would anyone want to come out of their way to come and see my studio? Like, that makes no sense. But everyone's reaction when they've walked through the door has been like, oh, wow. Oh, this is nice. And like the kids have run in and put their arms around me straight away and been like, oh, hi. Yeah. And I've been like, oh, okay, hello. And it's been so lovely. And some of the families have been so nice. Yeah. So yeah, been inviting them down and then kind of showed them around the space and then sat down on the sofa and had a full chat with them and their child.
Nice.
About what they're like, what kind of dancing it is they want to do, whether they've done anything before, and then there and then give them the sign-up form. We are only accepting 10 to 15 students, and at this point, like halfway through the week, I was like, we've only got 3 spaces left. So at one point there was one lady that actually took the clipboard out of my hand.
Please,
like, I'll take that.
Isn't that crazy though, Tania? Because it was the exact same for me with my gym. Like, if you don't have like a sales process, like it almost feels like you're trying to sell people. And then when you implement this, it's like they want you, and it just flips it completely when you're like interviewing them as to, would you be a good fit for us? And then
yes,
they start selling themselves to you.
Michael might have told you, don't use this bit, but okay. Michael might have told you there were a family that came down. And at this point, I think I'd already signed up like 12 to 15 kids, which was mind blowing for me anyway. And then this family came down and the bloke was just so rude. It was just like, you look about 19. Have you even taught children before? I was like, well, actually, I'm 34. I've been doing this for a very long time. I've owned my own company for 10 years nearly.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, where do I sign up? I was like, well, maybe you should go home and have a think about it first.
Yeah. Well, isn't that so empowering, being able to turn people away?
Because I was just like, I know that we're going to butt heads and nothing I do is going to be good enough for you.
I've done that with two people at Gym Grow. I've signed them up, and then after the first session, I've said, sorry, we're not a good fit, and I've sent them the money back.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, we don't want to work with people we don't want to work with, like, and it's not worth the ag. But also, it's so empowering.
It is. It's that when you're trying to create like a harmonious work atmosphere for yourself because it's your company. Why I don't want that knot in my tummy thinking I'm going to have to face that parent again today. And the fact that now I'm in a position where I can say, I don't think we're the right fit for you.
Yeah. And that all comes from having enough revenue, having enough members to be like, actually, you know what? I don't think we're a good fit. I'm going to.
Yeah. Whereas I've been in that situation before where I'm going to the studio and I'm like, I've got to face that parent or that really rude child today, that really rude teenager, and it's so uncomfortable, and it you don't want to go. to your own business.
Yeah. I think it's so important to work with the people you want to work with and not have to just take everyone because you need the money.
So that's been I only had to do it once, but it was nice to be able to do that and not have to think, well, I'm going to have to face you every week because I really do need the money. Which I do, but
but you've got, that you can turn the tap on and get a load more members signed up when you want.
It shocked me that, and then I had a meeting with Michael yesterday, and he was like, "Have you sent any follow-ups today?" I was like, "What a stupid question." He went, "I don't even know why I'm asking you." He says, "What have you done?" I said, "Well, I've sent emails to these people, and I've sent all the forms out, and I've sent this out, and I've sent the uniform list out, and I've put a WhatsApp group together." And he was like, "Oh, for God's sake."
Unreal. I love it. Absolutely love it. Because you've quit your job as well, right? Like you're all in on the dance studio.
Yeah. I got made redundant. I was a fully qualified mortgage broker as well.
Really? No way.
Yeah, so I got made redundant. The boss had just been overspending, and anyone who'd been employed under 2 years, he let go. Obviously, then you don't have to make a redundancy payment, do you? Because it's under 2 years.
Yeah.
And I panicked. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I signed up maybe the week after with you guys. And I was like, I have literally just given you all my money, like everything that I have, and nothing's coming in. I've got 40 students, nothing's coming in. So if this doesn't work, like I've lost everything.
Let's go. I love that. I absolutely love that.
And Michael was just like, why are you even worried? Why are you stressed? I was like, what do you mean? Why am I worried?
Yeah. And I think, that's awesome. That's so that's similar to me. Like when I set my gym up, I took out like a almost 100K loan to get it set up. I had no idea what I was doing. But I think sometimes that's the best way because you're all in. You're like, this is going to work. I'm going to make it work. The best thing about you is like, you just followed everything we've done and more and just implemented, and it makes it so easy to succeed.
Yeah. Like little things like the Gym Grow app, like I sat on that for a couple of hours and figured out, I can send a bulk email here. Why am I not sending an email out every week to everyone that's registered their interest? And do you know, just actually making use of the system that you've put together and provided. So I sat and figured it all out, and I was like putting little emails together and marketing stuff, and like, why not utilize it whilst I've got this system that's working? Why not make the most of it?
100%.
So no, I've been messing with that as well and having a little look and figuring out how to use it properly.
Awesome. I love that. Yeah, because that's the thing with all the people that don't sign up, like you've got all their details now through the marketing campaign. So
it made me laugh because all other dance studios, 2 of the kids came from another studio and they were like, "Oh, we're not allowed to talk to you in our studio about you in ours." I was like, "What do you mean?" They were like, "If we mention your name or mention the Verge Dance Unit, like they can't stand you, and they make it really clear to us that they cannot." I was like, "But I don't know him."
Yeah.
I don't know him. And they're like, "But you're so lovely."
And why is that? What's the reason?
I'm guessing because some of their kids have started coming to us as well and have every intention of kind of converting to our students and leaving there once their term's up because they've already paid for it. And as well, where I'm all about being nice to the kids, like I think it should be a nice atmosphere. Whereas some of the horror stories that they're coming in, like one of them had been told, "I'll cast you as a wardrobe because you're really big and wide like a wardrobe." And I was like, they said that to you? That's just how they are with us and that's normal. I'm like, no, that's not normal.
Yeah, wow.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
And to them, because they've been going for so long, being called an elephant and, "Oh, you're really wide and you'd be lucky to be a stone in corner with your face," like apparently that's normal.
Yeah, that's not good.
And I'm like, that's not okay.
Yeah.
So then they've come to us and they're like, "Oh, this is really lovely."
Yeah.
Like the teacher's actually nice to us. Yeah, I'm firm, but I'd never put you down.
I think you're probably a victim of your own success. So if local businesses are like getting upset with you, it probably means you're being successful and taking a lot of the market, which is awesome.
It will be when it's, because I know it's like 25 kids in anything to like shout home about. I know it's not huge, but to me it is. And I think I'm a bit like at the minute, because it's 20 kids, I'm like, "Oh, please be nice to me. Like, don't be unkind to me." But I suppose when you get bigger, you'd be like, that's fine. My husband's
Yeah.
brilliant. He's like, free marketing. The
Yeah.
more they're talking about you, they're just marketing you
Yeah,
without even
yeah.
realizing they're doing it.
Yeah. And I think the impressive thing as well is like the first month we spent setting everything up, onboarding you, getting you integrated. Then you've done 25 kids in 1 month. Like you signed 25, so which is awesome. It's testament to yourself and the effort you put in and how good your product is. Like you can't get around that. Like if you've got a shit product, then you're never going to be able to get people signed up. So you're at how many kids, and then where are you at now?
So I was at 42.
How long were you open as well at the 42?
So, well, we never built it back up from COVID. So up until 2020, 2021, I had 127 kids.
Right.
And then after COVID, it dipped, and I think maybe 30 odd came back.
Right.
Because they'd had 18 months of just nothing.
Yeah.
And I'd even done online classes, like they'd come to the online classes for a while, and then that became too much like hard work because we were all just in our own houses getting cabin fever, so they stopped coming there. And then when I reopened, they were just like, oh, we're not really that interested in it anymore. So I lost loads and I never built it back up.
So how long did you have that like number of like 30 to 40 kids? How long were you?
Ages.
How long?
3.5 years.
3.5 years. You're at like 30 to 40 kids, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Some would come in, and then some would drop off, and then the teenagers would grow up and they'd leave, and then I'd get a couple more in, and then some more would, like, so it was just like ebbing and flowing.
Yeah, understood. Yeah. And of course you didn't have a system to onboard people, so well, I imagine you were averaging like not many signups every month, right?
I weren't checking in with them either. Like now I've got systems in place.
Let's go.
Where I am going to every single half term speak to the parents and say, how are they getting on with this? I've noticed this is what they're excelling in. I've noticed that they're struggling with this aspect. Maybe a one-to-one would help.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing any of that before because I don't have a business mind. It was almost like a hobby that I got paid for.
100%.
Does that make sense? I wasn't treating it as a business at all.
Yeah, and that's what I'm working with a lot of these gym owners in a similar position. They treat it as a hobby. They treat it as like a job for themselves almost. Like rather than looking at it as a business and how do we grow this? How do we scale it?
You've not created a business. You've just created your own job role.
Literally.
That is genuinely what I did.
Yeah, with more hours, more stress, less pay. Yeah, essentially 2 to 3 years at around 40, and then the last 2 months you've gone to how many members?
With the onboarding, maybe 65, maybe 66,
which is awesome. That is incredible. And so in regards,
I reckon we could get to 100 by December, you know.
100. Would you remember our first call to me? You said, I want to be the biggest dance studio in and around Wakefield. I want to have 300 students. I want to potentially have the second studio like set up and opened, because you said you've got like 2 rooms, right? That you can be running double classes. Like, is that still the goal?
That's still the goal. I've made a bigger goal now, though.
Let's go.
That one's like, I feel like that one's actually realistic now, and it never was.
Yeah.
Whereas now I've made a new goal that's not realistic.
Please, let's hear it. I love it.
My new goal, I'd like my own building, because at the minute I share with a kickboxing gym and a gym, and it's ace. But to be able to have my own space would be brilliant. And I want, don't laugh at me because it's so unrealistic. So I want one of the floors to be our training space, where there's a couple of studios, 2 or 3 studios, a nice reception area, a lovely waiting room, and then the other floor, either top or bottom, my own theatre. Because to hire a theatre, it's like thousands of pounds, do you know, with the lighting rig, and it'd be ridiculously extortionate to set up, but then you can rent the theatre out to other spaces, and
then you'd put the shows on for the kids at the
I'd never have to hire a theatre again, because we've got our own in-house theatre.
Love it.
We can put our own shows on, we can put other people's shows on, and that's my new goal now.
I love it. Yeah, honestly, like, why not? Why can't you do that?
No one's ever done that.
Doesn't mean you can't. Yeah, 100%. I love it. I think
big colleges and universities do, but I'm a little dance studio in the middle of Harbury.
Well, at the minute you are, but give it another 6, 12, 18, 24 months of actually pushing it and not just sort of running it as a hobby, like you say. Like, actually pushing, driving sales, driving revenue, and then getting the right people in to help you grow it and build it.
Yeah.
Like, that
You
is
need to save the footage of what we've just discussed, and then like in 2 years we'll compare it and I'll be like, look at my theatre. Let me just show you.
Yeah, literally. I love it. I love it. Yeah, literally. Why not? Like, why not? No one believed me when I said I was gonna open 2 gyms. Like when I first started, like no, like it was like, shut up, no, you're not. And then like I said I was gonna move country and I wasn't gonna be. And like, yeah, you're not gonna do that. And then I said I'm gonna get Gym Grow to 1,000 gyms, and like people just don't believe you. But if you just fully believe it yourself and like go spend all of your time and energy and effort into that one thing, and you get the right coaching and you get the right people to help you, like why can't you do it? Like people do this. Do you know what I mean?
Michael rang me, FaceTimed me on the Saturday. So I'd done like a full week of meetings, and he FaceTimed me on the Saturday and he was like, are you all right? I was like, I'm so tired.
Yeah, just
Selling yourself's really hard. Like I find it really difficult, but the sales training's been ace.
Yeah.
Like little things that I'd say, I'm sure they'll like it, but if you don't, it's only 4 weeks anyway. It's just a 4 weeks like group of classes. So if you don't like it, you haven't lost anything.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, why are you saying that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did you just say that? It's like, because what if they don't like it? Well, they will. We're trying to train myself to stop being negative.
100%, 100%. Because it definitely shows, especially when someone's like imagine when we first got on the call and I was like, yeah, it might not work for you, this Tania, like, but if it does, like,
I were doing that enough myself. So if you'd have said that, I'd have been like, oh, I am doing it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I think just having faith in your product and service is so important as a business owner. And I think that carries through, like when you start employing people, etc. Like you're the leader, you're the person who's like they look up to and have faith in like where you're taking them. So I think that's the sort of the next step for you, isn't it, really? Building a team. So obviously when you're at 30 to 40 members, now at nearly 70 members in a very short period of time, like what was the roadblock and what was the thing stopping you getting to 70 members, and how has Gym Grow, or have we helped that?
So no one knew we existed. So after doing the ad, people were coming and sitting on the sofa and talking to me with the kids. And I was like, how have you got here today then? They're like, we've walked. What do you mean? Like, we're literally just there and we didn't even know you existed.
Yeah, isn't it crazy?
It was people that walk past us on a daily basis to get to school and back had no idea that we were there. So I think our biggest roadblock has been that actually no one knows we exist.
Yeah.
And then I had a family come from Hingley or Morley, which is more Leeds area. And they came over and they were like, we saw you on Instagram. And we were like, this cannot be in Wakefield because something like this doesn't exist in Wakefield. Because we are. Did I send you the pictures of the studio?
I've seen your social media. It's really
quirky. Like it's all really dark and LED lighting, and it's dead. It's Instagrammable.
I know. So, you got some viral videos on there, right?
Yeah. So it was people were just like, it doesn't exist, it won't be in Wakefield, this. And then when they've come, like, oh my god, it is. So it's been good. I think it's just been a case that literally no one knew we existed.
Yeah. And
but then I were losing my passion as well, because no one, I'm putting all this work in and trying to make these classes the best classes around, and top choreography and industry standard stuff. And it wasn't working. No one was coming. So I'm putting all this effort in. And I was just like, this is pointless.
Yeah.
I'm not, why am I working so hard?
It's demoralizing, isn't it? Because like you want people like, I want to join here. I want to get started here. And if you're putting so much effort into the actual product, but the thing is, it's like oftentimes it's the company that markets best like wins essentially.
Yeah.
And it isn't necessarily the people with the best product, although the best product definitely matters. And if you can market and have a great product, then you're on for an absolute winning scenario. But sometimes people can have a shit product but just market really well and do really well in business because they've got amazing marketing.
Yeah, we were looking. I like to have a look around every now and then and see what other dance groups there is about. And there's like some 150, 200 kids, and the kids can't point the toes and been going since they were 3. They're now 16 and still can't point the toes. And I'm like, what are you? How have you got that many people? And it's the fact that people know they exist.
Yeah, massively. It's that thing that I keep saying. people who don't know you can't buy from you. Like,
Yes.
it's, you've just got to create awareness in your market. You've got to say like, look, hey, I exist. And then if you do that consistently enough and like put out a message to what you're for, what you're against, like you will attract people and people will want to get started with you. And then when we combine that with like an irresistible offer, which we've built out with you in terms of getting them on board and getting them set up, it's like, it makes it really enticing for people to be like, right, let's get started.
It absolutely killed me when I'd said to, because I'd only aimed to get 10 in each class, and one of them's got 14, one of them's got 11. And I only wanted 10 in each class so that I could give them all the attention that I wanted to.
Yeah.
And I text Michael, I was like, I don't know what to do, because when I was 14 and 11, he was like, I'm turning it off. Were you doing what now? He was like, I'm going to turn it off.
Yeah.
And I screenshot it and sent it to my husband. I was like, he's turning it off.
Because the thing is as well, it's like, yes, onboarding a load of new members is great, but the real important part is getting them long term. Yeah. Which you will do a great job of because of your product, because of who you are, because how much you care. But realistically, like that really counts, because that is now monthly recurring revenue, which then okay, we can invest in XYZ, we can invest in more marketing, we can put more into ads, we can put more into people, etc. So it's like that is the really important part, which hopefully the system we've built out makes it really simple for you to follow and know when to touch base and how to, again, sell it without feeling salesy, we're just like, this is what we have.
Because I can't stand being salesy. Actually, I make myself cringe. Like on my insides go like this. Ugh.
Yeah. Me too. It's like, it's horrible, like trying to convince someone of something. It's more like, I've got this thing, I'm really proud of it. It'll do an amazing thing for you, but if you don't want it, it's fine.
Yeah. Being confident enough to do that as well.
Yeah, and it makes it
I think it's massive. Like that's something else that like I would never have got a phone out and filmed myself talking to a phone until I started with Gym Grow, and now I do.
Yeah,
like just little things like, this is what we're doing, this is what it's all about, this is what it's going to be, what's going to be included, and I don't feel stupid doing it anymore, whereas before I did.
Yeah. I think that's so important. I think just feeling confident in putting yourself out there, and
that's Michael. That he's so pushy.
Yeah. In a good way, though, right?
I said to him, I said, we're both going to need a spa break after this. And he looked at me. I went, completely separate, though. Like, I don't ever want to see you again. He went, you do, though.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, you've honestly killed it, Nia. Like, I'm so.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see. I'm so glad that you went all in and trusted us, and like have smashing it. Like, literally for one marketing campaign and signed up that many people, and then now to convert these long term, like it's awesome to see.
I'd said there's probably a couple that work because some of them are siblings, and it's like, oh, your sister's doing it, so you're going to do it because it's easier.
Yeah.
So there's a couple at work where you can tell then they're not all in, but they're doing it because mum and dad had really encouraged them to do it.
Yeah.
But then there's some that are just so into it already.
Yeah.
I did like an open day, and I invited the people that are doing the onboarding to the open day. So I did like a Prosecco reception, and they all came around and met some of the students that are already existing there. And because I'd met the kids and the families, again, they were like running in and jumping and giving me a cuddle, like, Tania. And I was like, oh, that's so nice that you've remembered me from one meeting.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
It's been nice. It's been a nice process. Tiring, but really worth it.
Yeah. What would you say to someone who is thinking about starting with Gym Grow?
Don't be as skeptical as I was at the beginning. Go with it, because it clearly works. So just go with it and try not to be your own barrier.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what I was doing, like little things. And if I'd have just accepted it from the beginning, just accept what they're offering and go with it.
Yeah. Which you have done.
But I feel like I've questioned a lot.
Yeah.
Like I remember little things like the advert, and I was like, are you going to use that font? And Michael being like, well, yeah. Oh, okay. And then me afterwards being like, why did I question the font?
Yeah. It's just, I get what you're saying, because you went all in, quit your job. Like there's a lot riding on it. So it's just like a lot of pressure to like, I need to make this work. So yeah, that's where I think having a coach and having someone walk you through it makes it.
But I've literally had to eat my own words because it's worked. I've apologized. I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. But this is just
Thank you. Sorry.
this is just the start, really, in terms of like we've got the acquisition system working, we've got members coming in. Now it's like obviously continuing to do that to build the revenue up, but then building the team and the systems so that you can start stepping away and focus on more growth of the business. Because again, we don't want to create a bigger and bigger job for you in sense like we can make more money and you can pay yourself more, but if you're just going to be working more hours, then
constantly,
you're gonna get stuck in the business. So it's like, yes, let's keep pushing the revenue. It's only, I mean, we've only run 1 month of marketing, which has gone really well, but it's now like, what do you do with that revenue and how do we increase your leverage as an owner?
It's figuring it out and finding the right people. That's that's the thing.
100%. Finding the right people is potentially one of the most important things you could do as a business owner. I think finding the right staff, finding literally finding talent. I think a lot of the best business owners spend most of their time doing that, to be honest.
It's good. That's going to be a task that I think, because I think just because I've set my standards so high that now I won't accept anything less. But Michael kept saying, but why can't they teach the beginners, Tania? Why won't you let someone teach the beginners? I'm like, because it won't be me doing it. He's like, oh, you need to listen. I'm like, okay.
It is classic business owner. They can't do it as good as me. I was like that. I was like, I'm doing all the classes. No one can coach as good as I can. But with that,
and it's not an arrogance thing. It's not a I'm better thing. It's I think because I care so much that if I were to see it dropping even a little bit, I'd be like, oh, I failed now. And it's not a I'm better thing. It's that I want the best for the kids.
I
think that makes sense.
100%, because I've been there. I think it's like a worried thing. I worry that they can't do it as good. Like it's like that they won't be able to perform.
There'll be people out there that are 100 times better. And they'd be, and I'd still be like, but I don't do it that way. What they're doing is probably better.
No, I love it. So it's building the confidence and also the systems, like in terms of like the training for the right person to come in. But also if it's not the right person, then we need to find someone else. Like that's also something
that sounds like awful. The fact of actually saying, I don't think you're the right person for us. I don't think I'd sleep for a month.
It gets easier. I've done a few of those in my time now, but it does get easier and easier. Like it's just like, because I don't think it has to be like it doesn't have to be emotional. It doesn't have to be like, it's just like, I want this thing, and by this point they've had enough like notice in terms of like they know they're underperforming. It's like I don't think we're a good fit because of X, Y, and Z, and they know it's coming. It's not as if like you just wake up one day and you're like, right, fuck off.
Get out.
Do you know what I mean?
Bridges burnt.
Literally. But that's exciting. It's exciting where you're at in terms of like your journey as a business owner and where you're going to be in the next 12 months, 2 years.
I reckon another 40 kids, and I'd start handing it off then. So we need to start looking for coaches now, really. I like how I'm saying, when we've got another 40, you're like, right, so we need to start looking now.
Literally.
The confidence.
Because the thing that what will happen is you'll get the 40 and then you'll be like, oh shit, I'm so busy. Who's going to take this? And you'll spend another 2 or 3 months trying to find new people. I'm constantly who's available, who would be good at this, like just like even just conversations, just like oh, I thought you were really good at this. Have you ever considered potentially being a coach? Or
Adam said that. My husband said the same. Like, we've sat in an adult class and there's a couple of the adults in there that are really good.
Nice.
And he was like, see, now you need to start putting feelers out and saying, oh, have you ever considered running a kids class? Or like, you seem to have the tools necessary to, have you ever choreographed before, like putting feelers out to see, and then you're planting the seed?
100%. That's so important. That's so important. I'm loving to see how well you're doing.
Thank you very much, and I will speak to you soon.
Sweet. See you later.
Bye.
If you're interested in myself helping your gym grow and scale, book a slot in my calendar, completely no obligation, where I'll do an audit of your business to see if I can help.